Ladies and gentlemen, we are back playing 99 Nights in the Forest, the very best Roblox game ever invented in all of existence. We are currently in the middle of trying to rescue the final kid in day 34. And so far, we are doing really good. We have decent armor, decent gear, ray guns, spears, rifles, the good axe, and the good stuff. My partner Luna Witch is currently in the water tank, and apparently she has a strong axe ready for me for the taking. So I scurry my way over there before we finally get the last child. And as I go there with anticipation going from my feet, preparing for the mentally preparing for the last child to be rescued the next day. I approach, going up into the water tank, and I see Luna Witch right above in the water tank. Right above there. Right over there. I head my way up and I sit here. This is actually the first time I've been here. It has started to rain, and as I look for the good axe that Luna Witch has promised me, it is apparently inside, so I scurry my way inside as I also noticed a very good chest inside. I make my way inside and I grab the good axe, and that little chest there has piqued my interests, hoping that I can find something, something good, hoping, anticipating. As I wait for it to open, my anticipation grows bigger and bigger. And I got a very good Morning Star, the strongest, if not one of the strongest melee weapons in the game, which pretty good luck. We don't have much planned for this game. Well, we just played the game and it was going really well, so I decided to record, hoping that we might get lucky in this game. As I gathered the very epic loot, I scurry my way out to show Luna Witch my findings, to somewhat flex a bit. I don't know how rare this weapon is in the game, but it's very interesting that I got it. Very cool. For some unforeseen reason, wolves started to spawn right above the water tank, and it was the perfect opportunity to try out my new very cool weapon that I found. Very strong. I could almost one-hit the wolves, meaning this is going to be a very easy game from now on. So once again, me and Luna Witch spend the night above ground in safe space, just talking the night away, flexing my finds and planning out what we're going to do going forward in the game. So once we find the last child, we're hoping to go through the stronghold and then maybe finding the anvil, which is parts of the game that's really cool. The stronghold has a lot of loot, and I'm being chased by two wolves as I was set in a trap. Luckily though, these two alpha wolves are very easy for me as I scurry my way trying to find the last child. As I was saying, the stronghold is a very cool temple in the game, filled with lots of enemies, but at the end of the temple, there's a lot of really good loot and gear that we can get. I find a good chest, and I'm still being chased by a bunch of alpha wolves, which again, really easy for me at this point. I will just get this good chest before I head back, as Luna Witch has finally found her way to me. I open the chest, it's just a medkit, and hurry my way, trying to find the last child again, going back into the path. I follow the compass into the direction of the last child, but unfortunately, we only have 1 minute left of the day, meaning the nighttime is about to approach. But as I was informed, we were going to be attacked tonight, so that's just another thing that we're going to have to deal with. I try to find the location of the final child, and once I am really close, while still being chased by a bunch of wolves, I look for where Luna Witch is in the map, but there it's almost nighttime, so we have to scurry our way back into the campfire, into our base, our humble abode, and kill the cultists first and then try to save the last child. Scurrying our way back to the base, exactly as nighttime approaches, the mysterious group has returned or has approached the campfire, which I'm not that upset about. It was the perfect opportunity for me to try out this very cool epic mace or Morning Star, Lucifer Morning Star or whatever they call it, into these badass motherfuckers. They have approached our base, and just like that, one hit can get one of the cultists to half health, which is not that bad. I do notice it is a bit heavy. It's not like, as fast as the spear. But, well, as strength, you have to sacrifice speed, as so to say. I don't know who says it, I say it. We fight these little badass bitches, which, with ease, mind you, we were already really, really powerful, just enjoying ourselves at this point. And yeah, it's switching from weapons to weapons. Very, very cool battle. Switching from melee to range. And even teaming up together. And with that, by the power of friendship and teamwork, we were able to defeat all of them with ease, and barely even getting to half my health. Huzzah! As we approach victory, as we say. We then decide to clean up the place before finally rescuing the final child, which we've been putting off for quite a bit. We remove all of our findings and put it in our base, and, preparing to rescue the final child as the morning time has approached. We actually have really, really good findings. It is now day 40 and, with the multiplier, it should mean that it is day 45. Or 44. Okay, 44. We'll go with that. Alright, everything all set and ready. The deer is going to be hungry tonight. I hurry up and try to anticipate Luna Witch to come join me in rescuing the final child, the poor, poor child that has been waiting for us for a couple of hours now. As she prepares for it, I already scurried my way, waiting for her to catch up, perhaps. I approached the location of the final child and I ready for battle. For the final child, we have to kill 5 bears with collars, which is going to be a bit of a challenge, but nothing too serious for us. As Luna Witch has finally approached it, the nighttime is unfortunately already coming, so I'm just hoping to kill at least 1 bear, maybe 2, maybe 3, before the nighttime approaches. As you can see, the bears are very, very powerful, so we have to be very, very careful. And nighttime has approached and I had to retreat, hoping that Luna Witch will retreat with me. Otherwise, one of us will die, or unfortunately, both of us will die, which hopefully nothing happens. None of that happens. Only good things happens. No negative energy here. As I am being attacked by a multiple pack of wolves, I heal myself with a bandage and hurry up my way to the base, hoping that the hungry deer doesn't approach us. Because I'm pretty sure the hungry deer is actually a lot more faster than at night when he's hungry than when it's not just a normal night. I approach the base looking for Luna Witch, and as I see it, in the distance, she is being chased by the hungry deer. As I try to save her, she unfortunately died in the deer's merciless hands. So I decided to just wait around here, and we're just going to heal her in the morning when it's safe, because I am not going to risk it. So I just wait here until morning time, staring at the corpse of my friend. The usual. As I stand here mentally and physically preparing for the next day, I gather bandages to be able to revive my friend, and as morning time is nearly approaching, she asks me to get her some stew, so I quickly grab her some stew, so as when she revives, she has something to eat, which is a very reasonable request. I make the stew but realize I have some extra stew in me, so I'm just going to give her that. And as the next day has arrived, I revive her. And of course, as she is now alive, I give her her stew, and we scurry on back, hopefully, to finally rescue the final child. She dropped a bunch of her things, even her strong flashlight, and I anticipate her to come on, let's go now. I want to finally rescue the final child. I've been struck by lightning for being me, I guess. And she left her strong flashlight, so I grabbed it for her, and we scurried on back to the final child, hopefully to finally rescue it this time. It's very early in the day, there's probably nothing stopping us now, so we attack the final bears. I used my trusty rifle, I missed some of my shots, which happens, and over there, Luna Witch has saved me from the distance. slightly. So it's a fairly even exchange, where it's a very efficient way. She attacks from above, I attack from below. So we're teamwork. As the bears are finally dying, we're finally almost nearing the safety of the final child. Finally, only a few bears left to kill, and they're very, very low. Just a few more shots. Just a few more shots. Two more. Just two more. Two more to kill. They're very, very low. Very, very low. Almost there. And there we go. Just one more. And up. Just one more shot. And there we go. We finally received the key to opening the gate to the location of the final child. I opened the gate, and we scurry on over, not forgetting to retrieve the treats of our battles. Of course, we take the carcasses as food and materials, and Lunawitch has found an iron body, and she gave it to me, an iron armor. Now, as nighttime approaches, I hurry on back to save the final child, to put him in my sack where it's much more safer. And as I try to open this little good chest here, Lunawitch, I assume she gathered, defense blueprints. I open it, and there was another morning star, so I decided to give it to Lunawitch. Unfortunately, though, we have approached nighttime, so we decided to spend the night in this room. But the only problem was a few bears or wolves can spawn here, so we're not completely safe. And their wolves are attacking Lunawitch right now, and we're just going to be very, very alert throughout the night. It's not that bad here. It's just the creepy drawings on the floor. And there, Lunawitch is in trouble, so I don't understand why she won't enter the room where it's much more safer. So I remind her to come inside, as we're killing the one of the alpha wolves again. We're both low on health, so I heal myself with a bandage. Unfortunately, Lunawitch did not have the same idea. She's very low, and we're somewhat worried. And the flashlight, unfortunately, doesn't have any power. And we're being attacked. I, for some unforeseen reason, abandoned Lunawitch, and she has died. I decided to come out and wait to rescue her in the daytime. I decided to return the last child to our base before coming and saving her. Which, it might seem like I did a cowardly move, but I was playing smart. If I were to die while she was dead, that would mean that the game would be over, and we do not want that. So as morning time approaches, I am already halfway to our base, and it is now day 54, I believe. I think day 54. Yeah, day 54. So I finally approach the base, return the last child, and finally prep my way to finally save Lunawitch. I have revived her a couple of times in this game, which is only payback because she also revived me every time I die the last few games that we've played, so it was only fair, I suppose. As now everything is okay, I return back as I was informed that we will be attacked again tonight. I finally return to the location of Lunawitch's carcass to hopefully revive and rescue her without for me dying. We approach it, and I look for Lunawitch, and she's right over there just chilling. I revive her with my bandage, and everything was happy-go-lucky again. Hooray, huzzah. We gather all of the things, because, it could be useful, food and stuff. And she grabs, the morning star, because we both have morning stars now. It's not as special, but hey, at least we're stronger, And the following days, it was just chill. We're just chilling. We're now just going to be, just making sure that our base is getting stronger, getting better defense, protecting ourselves, getting any material that we can use for our advantage. It's no longer just about survival, it's just about getting more days in the game. And as the cultists approach our base, which is pretty easy for us at this point, It wasn't as pressure inducing as the first time we played it. I mean, it's a Roblox game for FF's sake, right? So it's pretty easy. Everything's going well. Everything's going really, really good actually. We're already very, very powerful only at day 54. We're not even at day 100 yet, so it's already a really, really good sign. I have no idea how this one got inside, so that means that our base is not secure, or not as secure yet. So we're going to have to do something about that and make our base the strongest ever. As we finish off the cultists, it's just, a few more hits here and there. That's going to be the plan for the rest of the game, making ourselves powerful and stronger. The next epic adventure would be to go to the stronghold, and after we've cleaned out all of the cultists, I finally finished the trades with the bear pelt and wolf pelt and alpha wolf pelt, the pelts. I got a giant axe, and I get another strong flashlight to give to Luna Witch because I stole hers before, only to realize I cannot give it to her, so that was a bit of a waste. But anyway, on to our next adventure. We prepare to go to the stronghold, as I've cleaned out our base with all the corpses of our enemies. We now mentally prepare for the stronghold. Hopefully. As we finish up the base, making the base stronger with the findings from the chests, with these spikes things as extra defense, we then, of course, just continue living life before we prepare for the battle, because there's actually going to be a lot of enemies in that stronghold and stuff. So it's just chillings, as everything is going well, everything's just peachy, everything's everything. But yeah, just chillings. The base is looking good, everything's good. So we even got good weapons, good gear. We're just taking things in, as everything is going well, everything is going really, 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 really good and stuff. It will be depressing if we die, so we're kind of procrastinating a bit. We collect food and stuff, preparing and stuff. Morning time has approacheth, and we decide to finally hurry on our way. So while waiting for a Luna Witch, just preparing, we finally head on to the stronghold. Midway though, we decide to go to the anvil first, because why not? We've actually never, or at least I've never actually been here. This is a place where you can actually craft items. So we decide to raid this place first. As I wait for Luna Witch to approach, we enter. There are a couple of enemies in here, so we open the place with our axes, and there are our enemies revealed. We attack, we conquer, we raid. There were no match for our intellect. We approach inside, and there they are. Actually way more than I expected, but way more underwhelming than I thought. They were there, we attacketh, and they dieth. It was finally time for us to approach the anvil. This place is actually really, really cool. First, we collect the things. Well, there's scrap there, so of course I'm going to get that first. But there, we first collect the items or the parts of the anvil. Once we collect all 3 parts of the anvil, we can use some materials to craft items. So we can craft bandages, weapons, and the hammer, which will be discussed further on in the video. It's really, really cool. It's a really, really cool concept. As we explore throughout the, I don't know what this place really is called, more like a temple, an ancient building grounds. Looking around, I noticed that it was almost nighttime, because we were warned. So we just, look around, hoping that maybe this place is safe. I actually do not know if we can be attacked here, maybe by wolves. I'm not sure if the deer can attack us from the inside though. So we look around, just trying to find the piece for the anvil, and unfortunately nighttime has approached. So still hoping that we'll be safe. I decided to go on high ground, so I have a higher survivability rate. I try to climb up here, looking if I can, so I can go up, but I'm having time until I look down and I see Luna, which is actually being attacked by the deer, and she has died right before my eyes. while I'm also being attacked by a wolf. So I hurry on with my ass, heal myself, and as I escaped the wolf, I looked down on Luna Witch, hoping to revive her in the morning. The wolf is still there, so I'm trying to stay safe. I kill all and eliminate all the rest of the threats that possibly here, like that guy. And just waiting for the morning to be able to revive Luna Witch for us to complete the anvil. I believe she has the final part of the anvil. Again, the anvil is actually a really cool concept. We can collect materials and weapons materials to craft new items. So it's really cool concept. Only just have to wait 20 or so seconds for nighttime to end and for morning time to come. So everything is goody. Actually takes some time. Luna Witch is just right under there, while I'm safe up here, like a coward. But I mean, what was I supposed to do, okay? So it wasn't my fault. And finally, morning time has approached. It was time to revive my friend. I take her bandage, revive her for the third time, I believe, and the following day is now cometh. So she complete the anvil. As I try to go up here, so I don't know why, but everything is good now. She completed the anvil, and all that was left to do now was, keep on playing. So we can actually, like this, there are recipes to create certain items. We decide to do that in another time though, and hurry on back to finally approach the stronghold, what the original plan for this journey of ours. So yeah, we have a few discussions and hurry on to the stronghold. Let's go. And there it is, the stronghold. We're finally in the opening. As Luna Witch opened the door, I want her to go first. I got her back. Apparently there's going to be a lot of enemies here, and there are a lot of strategies to be able to get through this maze of a temple. But yeah, the beginning is going to be pretty easy. It's just your standard enemies and stuff. It's just first melees and just your typical enemies. So as we defeat the first wave of enemies, we check inside to see if there are any more trouble, and there is. There they come. I quickly make our shot, my shot, and then her shot. So our shot. We defeat them with ease. I gather the coins and check to see if there are any more enemies. It seemed safe until I was shot in the back because there were people behind. So I quickly make my escape and try to strategize. It was going pretty decently, I suppose. Now there was only one more enemy left in this room, which is that guy. We quickly make our defeat, but I was already pretty low on health. We were worried about continuing on. So, it's kind of stalling. In a way, stalling. But eventually we continue. Eventually. A bit scared to continue, but we eventually go through. Just you can never be too sure. I guess. Okay, it's safe. We open the door towards the stairs while nighttime is approaching, hoping that this will be a safe place. I continue up the stairs to look for the next batch of enemies, and there they were. Luckily, there was a strategy here where we can shoot them from outside. So we just play safe in here in these sections, hoping to not get shot. But I did get shot. I was pretty low on health, but thankfully with a bit of teamwork, we were able to get through it. I am extremely low, so I have to be incredibly careful in this section. Even more careful as I wait for my ray gun to charge up in order to continue with the battle. We stayed strong and smart and tactical. One by one, the enemies fell. As it was nighttime, we were extra wary, and my health was really close. I look around at their enemies, and there they were. I was really low, so I kind of backed off, hoping that Lunawitch would be able to handle this on her own. Well, I'm just back up. As the enemies it approached me, and I kind of panicked and scurried on out, hoping to not die. I got my flashlight out in case the reindeer was outside. And there he was chasing me. I quickly tried to make my escape back to the campfire, hoping that it will not chase me. But just typical stuff. It wasn't me giving up, it was retreat. I would retreat and come back stronger than ever. While I was being chased, I, for some unknown reason, was caught. I didn't know how that was possible. So once again, I would play this game, our favorite game. The game where we would sit here dead and wait for Lunawitch to rescue us once again. So that's what we did, you know. And well, at this point, I was just begging her to survive so that our game would not go to waste. Even if I die, it's okay, as long as one of us survives, one of us wins, and that's all that matters. So I just told her to take her time, not to even worry about me. It is now the next day, and Lunawitch is... I hope she's on her way. Yeah, she's on her way. Now, currently on her way. So, we wait. We wait. And she is now right here. Yeah! Lunawitch now puts me in her bag and returns me to our base and hopes to maybe revive me with one of our stocked of bandages. Luckily, we have a couple more in stock, so yep. I, of course, thank Lunawitch once again. As usual, she always revives me from the dead. Now that we are back on our feet, we return to the stronghold and finish what we started. Once I calm down for a bit, of course. I let her go on without me. I'm just preparing. Okay, we're off. We're off into the stronghold to finish what we started. I'm gonna pick up my stuff first though. And now inside the stronghold once again. As we arrive, it is now nighttime. Well, approaching nighttime. As I make sure that the place is safe to not, kill myself as I enter a room, we go on further, deeper into the stronghold to see what was in here. And alas, the final wave or the final floor of enemies has arrived. Lunawitch, we go on as a duo, teaming up to defeat the enemies and finally get the sweet victory and all of the precious loot. Our award for our hard work. As we look around, those are the awards that we were seeking, but it was still barricaded because we still needed to defeat the rest of our enemies, which were over there. Just a few more and there we go. Just one more wave of enemies, which those guys, and we'll be good as good. Our final battle, and there we go. We have emerged victorious. We have conquered the stronghold. There's the exit, but first, we'll claim our prize. Get all of these cultist gems, the scraps, and open up these chests. Now, we only have 2 chests at the end of the stronghold. One is filled with 5 diamonds, the blue chest, which I'll gladly take, of course. And the second one is that red thing over there. Some people call it the ruby chest, some call it the mythic chest. But regardless, what is inside is actually very special. It can be something very useful. And in this situation, I got very lucky. I received the chainsaw. And as you can see, as I opened the chest, once I opened it, it turned into a regular chest, meaning only one of us can open it and have something special. Now, the stronghold does reset every 20 minutes, as foreseen over there. But I'm okay with it. I'm happy with my very super mega ultra epic chainsaw. It's actually really good. It's not really used as a weapon, but of course it's used for cutting down trees. It's much more efficient. I just have to hold it down and it'll cut automatically. As we are now finished with the stronghold, we make our exit, as it is now morning time, and of course, the next day. I of course want to try out my new chainsaw, my new toy, and as you can see, it cuts down trees very easily in like 2 hits, and I don't have to constantly click it anymore. I just have to hold down my mouse and it just cuts down automatically. It's very super mega ultra epic. Now we are going to be attacked by tonight once again, but we were already very prepared. We have conquered many things. We return to our base, we give everything that we organize everything that we've gathered, and just yeah. As we've conquered not only the anvil, we've also conquered the stronghold, meaning there was not much to do anymore. So all that was left to do is just make our base stronger and gather even more materials, get stronger throughout the day. We're almost in day 100, which is really good. Really. Now the raid came at night, and let me tell you, these are easy for us now. It's like a normal person fighting off ants at this point. We were just stomping on them. Super easy for us. As the enemies came, and so did the reindeer come to watch the show, because who wouldn't? This was very entertaining, as you can see. Yeah, we're just annihilating these enemies. It's super easy for us now. Super easy, like you would not believe. Like, I can't believe we used to panic over these guys. I remember a time where in day 25 and we were struggling to fight these guys. Now those days are yesterday, or history. Very easy for us. I mean, like, yeah, the magnificent duo succeeding as always. You love to see it. We just, yeah, fighting them off. Switching from guns to melee to guns to melee. Very super mega ultra epic. As we've finished the battle, we of course clean up the place. Day 85. But since we have the multipliers, it'll be, I believe, 91, 94? 90, just exactly 90. Yeah, multiplied by 6. Really good. So yeah, as I've stated before, all we have to do now is just make our base stronger. Maybe get more wood, surround our base with all the trees so it's extra layer of protection, gather more scraps, and yeah. And I was thinking of decorating the place finally to make the place look good, because I'm gonna be honest, that farm plot in that tent looks ugly as F. And we've decided to set the goal. We're going to go for 500 days in the forest. So yeah, first thing to do for that, to achieve that goal, is to get beds, because beds actually adds up to the multiplier. So every day, even more days come about, and we're hoping to get multiplied by 9, because I believe that is the most that we can get in this game, along with the beds and the missing children helping us skip through days by days every time the night and day goes forward. So other than that, we gather wood, because we need wood. Perfect opportunity to use my super mega ultra epic chainsaw. Now, because of this, I can also chop down these giant trees, but it does take some time. I'd say pretty much the same time as trying to chop it down with a strong axe, only this time it wouldn't be so difficult, because all I had to do was press down my mouse. Yes. Of course, getting materials, putting down the beds, it's good stuff, happy time. So, yeah, pretty much just the rest of the game is just trying to be stronger and stronger. So, just trying to complete the rest of the beds on this one. So we will need more materials for that one. And yes, as well as get more food. We want to stack up on our food so we don't constantly have to keep killing animals to eat. We can just make stew to eat at this point. And Luna Witch is actually designing the place. Like, wow, and that, yeah, she bought furniture. She bought furniture. Tongue twister there, but yeah. I mean, it doesn't look great, but we have furniture. it could be fixed, but she bought furniture. Yeah, I mean, it looks okay. Super mega ultra epic. And look, hey, a flower. That looks great. Yeah, we need the hammer to organize this. Yeah. Anyway, as we continue the days going forward, day 90, day 80, 98, it's almost day 100. So yeah, pretty much just trying to make our base stronger. We have good weapons. As you can see, we're just flexing at this point. Everything is just happy days. Happy days. We're very, very proud to have reached this. So yeah, you can imagine the joy in our faces and in our emotions as we play this. Going forward, I didn't record this part, but we were able to reach day 99, and we were greeted by this awesome animation again of the deer escaping someplace. We also built a teleporter from our base to the anvil, so we don't have to keep teleporting. And the first thing that I built was a hammer, and the first thing that I organized with the hammer is fix our farm plot. What the hammer does is that it allows us to remove some parts of furniture and relocate them, so it was actually very, very useful for redecorating and stuff like that. On day 230, we decided to record again, and my partner here is actually AFK, and she died of hunger while she was AFK. So I decided to revive her once she's online again. But basically, I spent the rest of the day or the following days just reorganizing, and oh, look, she is now active once again. So we just have a bit of a discussion here on whether or not I should revive her. She's actually planning on leaving the game early because it's actually late at night in real life, and she was not able to continue playing. So we were thinking of making an AFK place for her so that she can come back in the morning. She also informed me that I might be able to reach day 1000 on my own, which wouldn't that be great? But anyway, yeah, these are the things that I organized while I was going through the days. I have all of these super mega ultra epic weapons, and we even found this riot shield, which was pretty cool, although it's not that useful to be honest. And the hammers and a couple of stews, we've stacked up on a lot of things. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of this base. It was really, really good. All that was really left to do was to surround the entire place with trees as an extra layer of protection so that the crossbow cultists, whenever there's a raid, would not be able to reach us. Which, yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, this is a demonstration of what the hammer can do. I can now relocate anything that we've built, which was super really cool. Really, really cool, But yeah, I was starting to think it would be a bit difficult without Luna Witch here, so it might not be as easy going through the days without her. But it's something. Like, this is really, really good. Like, this is the farthest that we've ever been playing this game, and we wanted to push the limits, see how far we can go. So yeah. The following days is just going to be us trying to get stronger, getting more material. Because of the anvil, we can actually make more bandages just in case, so we're planning to get more bandages. And now trying to get more materials to surround the, getting more wood and saplings to surround the base with trees, like I said before, but also to make the AFK farm or AFK room for Luna Witch when she's about to be AFK, because she is planning on doing that. So yeah, as she just lays there while I'm just doing my thing, just waiting for her to want to revive herself before she goes AFK again, well, we were informed that we were going to be attacked once again tonight, which isn't really that big of a deal anymore, as well as collecting stews, just cooking constant stews so that we have a lot of sustenance going on to the day. Raid came and it was really, really easy. This was the first time that I had to deal with the raid all by myself, which surprisingly was also really easy. Like, not gonna lie, like, we were really strong, and the base already has a decent amount of defense. And because of our relocating, like, these defenses are super awesomely placed. But yeah, around this time, Luna Witch now requested for me to revive her, and I happily do so, of course. But I prepare her AFK room. She requests for me to build, wooden shelves for her to AFK. And yeah, hopefully by the time she wakes up tomorrow, I would still be here reaching the 1000th day, which, if I'm being honest, is kind of sounding like a nightmare. But we move. So yeah, just chillings throughout the day, like really, really chill stuff. This is the teleporter that is in the anvil, as I mentioned before. So I'm planning to go to the anvil right now. So this is how it works. I press E and it teleports me to that place. Really, really cool, actually. It saves us a lot of time traveling, and it's actually much more safer. Even allows us to escape at night. And yeah, that's how it works. So we continued the look on, and it's just rainstorm everywhere. So yeah, the plan is to build a bandage. So we're planning on building that bandage, just as an extra layer of healing, and just in case one of us dies. It's always good to have. And charging up the teleporter, it's actually really cool. It has this cool animation thing here. And I just got struck by lightning as I teleported back to our base. Yeah. So in order to make the bandage, we need 2 bunny foot, and 2 wolf pelt, which unfortunately we need to hunt down wolves again for the wolf pelt. But I think we have bunny foot. So you know, collecting more food as well as we reach day 150 multiplied by 9. It is day 100, 257 as I have calculated correctly. So yeah, these following days are just going to be binge chillings. Just trying to get stronger and just waiting for Luna Witch to have to go. So we have to make our temporary goodbyes. I collect the bunny feet, and we just need more wolf pelt, which Luna Witch is trying to do right now, hunting down wolves. And we're off back to the anvil to put down our bunny foot, so that all we have to do now is get some wolf pelt. We only needed 2 apparently. So yeah, just needed 2 more wolf pelt, which you'd think was easy to do, but for some reason it took us some time. But anyway, this is me trying to get wolf pelt, but yeah, just unlucky. Until eventually it just took a lot of time, so I kind of just decided to just hunt down some wolf pelt in the base. And eventually when I got here, it was already about to be nighttime, so some conflicts returned. You can tell that by day 100 it started to get kind of boring. There wasn't really much to do anymore. Just hoarding now, just trying to get as much materials as possible, so it's not really necessary to leave the base anymore. But then when you realize that you don't have to leave the base anymore, that's when you realize that it actually gets really boring. I mean, there's a new update now where you actually can do more endgame stuff, but that's a video for another time. And now here, Luna Witch will say her goodbyes. So now she asks me to make the AFK thing that she sent me on TikTok, which she thought was really, really cool, so that she can use it as she embarks on slumber in real life, so that she can return in the morning. Hopefully, if I'm still alive by morning time. So yep. Also, the trader came, so I of course bought some furniture. I just making sure that the base isn't boring, making sure the place looks good and stuff. I'm now a designer, I just not just prioritizing survival but also comfort. See, putting down chairs, even for the missing kids, like there, making the place look spiffy. Now, doesn't that look nice? Yeah, oh, that looks good. Putting these chairs, it just looks comfy, just comfortable. Yeah, just a random chair over there, and then another chair inside the yellow tent for this little dude. Yeah, it looks great. I also put down fence for the farm, so that there's beds here. This is where I put the beds, so that we know there's a division between the farm and where you sleep. I don't know. It's just how I imagine things would go in my head. Like, yeah. I have some fantasies that's going on in my head apparently. Man, this is boring. I realize. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. I'm pretty proud of it. It looks good. Anyway, it is now time for Luna Witch to say her temporary goodbyes as she makes her AFK thing. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you, partner. I'm going to have to survive the rest of the night all on my own. But I mean, it wasn't, that bad. It's actually kind of heartfelt. Like, now I have to do it all on my own, while she just sleeps in real life. So it's not that bad. It's it's part of growing up, as you can say, metaphorically. But anyway, yeah, she does that, the AFK thing. I decided to relocate this. I don't know. I kind of have an ADHD brain currently here. I just decided to put this here. Maybe a place for all the pelts, to place all the pelts. And it's currently day 276 multiplied by 9. It's 275, I think. 280. 284. Okay. But anyway, yeah, as I fix this, Luna Witch is now AFK. Well, I'll miss you, buddy. She'll just be over there. Bye bye for now. Yeah. Just a moment of silence for her. Moment of silence. I can just see there, sorry. Moment of silence, moment of silence. Yeah. It was great. It was fun. Not much happened after that, but then on day 383, I have finally completed the whole base. Like, the whole base is now surrounded by trees. It is now super secure, super safe. Yeah, just a big accomplishment for me here. Like, look at this. Just, what a beauty. And of course now, it is now day 491, meaning the very next day after this, it will be day 500. As the days go on, everything is just good, filled with stew, the beds are complete. I'm just reminiscing the base, like we built this together, and now I am here alone. I can't help but be proud, like a proud papa, looking at a very young lad, who once a very young lad, now about to graduate. Just really, wow. Like, look at this. That's a beauty, dude. That looks so cool. You just can't help but be proud, dude. You know, it's enough to make a grown man cry. But anyway, yeah, as we continue this journey, there was no need for me to really go out anymore, so I was pretty much just home, bedridden. But yeah, it's fun. Tomorrow is gonna be a big day too. It's day 500. Just, yeah. I mean, look at this. I mean, I even have a lot of stacks of stew, and we can make more. Like, that's so epic. Like, so epic. Yeah, just happy days. Okay. It's okay, it is now nighttime, and yeah, I just have to wait for the next day, and it'll be day 500, dude. Yeah, the only people that I have with me right now are just the kids, and we haven't even completed the whole map, actually. Like, that's why I look at this, which is crazy. But I kind of don't want to go out, to be honest. But yeah, also, a Luna Wish disappeared. I think her device logged out or something, so that means the AFK was useless. But anyway, just one more minute, less than a minute left, and it'll be day 500. So let's hurry this up a bit of a, and there we go. Let's start the countdown at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we have it. There we go. Oh, it was beautiful, dude. Got the award, and just waiting for it to appear on screen. Here it is. 492 multiplied by 9. That makes 500, dude. That is crazy. That's, man, I almost teared up. Honestly, on a real note, I almost teared up. But eventually, on day 590, I did die to a raid, and I didn't record it. But here's me dying, which is obviously upsetting. Like, you can imagine that disappointed. But I mean, it was good to know that that was the longest that I could go. But it was great. It's really great. It was a fun experience. I regret nothing. Well, yeah, there we go. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.